right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High and the proper names in the Paleo Hebrew tongue. I want to say, Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash Ma'amaf. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the word equally and validly called God of Jehovah. Bahashem meaning in the name of. Yahweh Shai meaning he who delivers, who the word equally and validly called JC today. I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, and another double honor to my elder as well, Ahar bin Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the 144,000 hopeful elect, pushing this truth across the four winds, and to the 1/3 remnant believers on Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Shalom, Shalom. It's going to be a quick lesson put together through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and I pray that it be edifying. Basically a lesson about wisdom, man. Because when you come into this truth, you got pray for wisdom. I remember myself years ago. I came to the truth. I was in the bathroom stall, and I prayed to the Lord, for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because I was lost out here, and I'm understanding that, the Lord is the one that sends the wisdom, and He sends it in different forms to different brothers. How another brother could be more wise than me. The Lord dealing with him on a whole nother level. But, the Lord, He still sends what He sends to those that He loves. Like Scripture say, Yahweh loving none but Him that dwelleth with wisdom. And you just see the difference on how somebody will learn and try to get understanding of the wisdom, knowledge of and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and they take it and use it, for maliciousness' sake, or for to be deceitful or to exalt themselves. I was scrolling, you had that guy Peter Porker, like my elder said, Peter Porker of the Rod of Iron. Just got this platform and basically trying to say that calling somebody is clearly an Edomite, a Japhite. When the first thing Alexander the Great did when he conquered this world was, steal Japheth's land. One of the first things that he did. You see what I'm saying? But if the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not working with you, you're not going to understand that. You see what I'm saying? So you call it Edomite, Japhite. So now basically what you're saying is we got 400 years of more slavery. So we got to wait for Esau, whoever Esau is, we got to wait for him to take over the world. And when he take over the world, he got to afflict the Lord's people, put the Lord's people in subjection and slavery. You see what I'm saying? And then after that, Yahweh Shai going to come. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got to watch out for these men that constantly switch up the doctrine because they don't like rebuke. You see what I'm saying? When it's all said and done with. And it just shows that Yahweh Shem Yahshua not dealing with certain men on a level that he dealing with other men. You see what I'm saying? The ones that's going to be righteous and do this work in truth and sincerity. Like somebody coming to this truth and it's like the wisdom will test you. You know what I'm saying? It calls you, to see what, how humble you are, basically. That King David demon spirit, I'm pretty sure it didn't cross everybody's mind in the truth. You got, what I'm saying, rebuke that demon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a nobody. I don't want to be nobody. I just want to be who the Lord made me to be. I don't want to be another man. You see what I'm saying? But the first thing somebody do come in truth for a few years, I'm David. The Lord just woke me up. You know what I'm saying? Focusing on another man's work to be exalted in the eyes of man when it's all said and done with. But that, that's not the topic of this lesson. The lesson was basically about, how wisdom works with man. And this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 22. And it says, "For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me, for in her is an understanding spirit holy, one only, manifold." So, right, manifold meaning many or various. The Lord can, through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the Lord understand the intents of the heart, the small things, you see what I'm saying, the vigorous things. And it says, many various things. You can't hide nothing from Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Nothing, not a thought, nothing. You see what I'm saying? And it says, one only, manifold, subtile. Let me see, I believe I got the definitions. Definition of manifold, Google. Many or in various. You see what I'm saying? the implications of the decision were manifolds. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, he has the power to understand everything. You see what I'm saying? Subtle, and it says delicate, difficult to understand or distinguish, right? Because if he don't give you, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding to basically understand things, it's going to be difficult or hard for you to distinguish. So now you're calling an Edomite, a clear Edomite, a Japhite. Just basically throwing out the Book of Maccabees. Alexander the Great taking over the whole world. Doing the scattering of the people. He was doing enslaving people. You see what I'm saying? All that. You see what I'm saying? But then with that same mouth, you'll say that we in the end and it's about to be destroyed. How? Esau ain't ruling in your eyes, so it was never prophesied that Japhet was going to be ruling in the end of days. You see what I'm saying? It says, for wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me, for in her is an understanding spirit holy, one only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled, plain. So right, and Yahweh Shem Yahshua, he makes everything clear and undefiled and plain to those that he gives the wisdom to. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to understand, prophecies, dark sayings, subtle speeches, sentences, parables. We're going to understand all that because Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to give that wisdom, knowledge, understanding to a man that's going to be our teacher. And what the scripture say, Yah shall see our teachers. You see what I'm saying? And we understand our teacher. We see our teachers. It says, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good. So right, when it's all said and done with, the wisdom, knowledge, understanding that the Lord give his elect, we're going to use it and build upon it by teaching others and, giving that same wisdom, knowledge, understanding to the men, the women and children that the Lord have chosen, to be the elect. But Esau, on the other hand, what the scripture say, he is wiser than Daniel. Esau he'll take that wisdom, knowledge, understanding that was given to him from Yahweh Shem Yahshua. He'll use it to create a thermonuclear missile. You see what I'm saying? He'll use it to, deceive the minds of the people. He'll use it to turn people away from the Lord so he can live in wickedness. And that's why the kingdom of heaven gonna be a society that he don't want to be in, because it's gonna be all righteous. You see what I'm saying? To where you can't eat your unclean foods no more. To where you can't, do your sodomite stuff no more. To where you can't do as thou wilt. You know what I'm saying? Usury upon gain. You know what I'm saying? All these things. When it's all said and done with, it says, verse 23, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and growing through all understanding, pure and most subtile spirits. All right, when it's all said and done with. Verse 24, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. All right, when it's all said and done with, man, we have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and it's flowing like water. You see what I'm saying? It's flowing like water, and it's causing us to constantly increasing wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, constantly filling up our cups, and constantly being able to fill up others' cups as well. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom is more moving than any Moses. It says, for she is the breath of power of Yahweh and of pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore, can no undefiled thing fall into her. So, right, when you undefiled, you're not going to be able to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding unless you constantly, repenting and praying and letting the Lord know, I'm just a man, Lord. Just help me cast whatever stumbling block that I got in front of me, cast that away first. And then you give me what I need, because right now I can't handle it. And I understand that I can't handle it, Lord. So I ask you, to help me be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done with, no undefiled thing could come into wisdom. That's why you constantly see people falling out the truth. That's why you see people, when they hear the doctrine, they understand that they got to go through a whole step of series, I'm not going to say not to be somebody, because the smallest brother in the truth is somebody. And we doing our lessons. You have people at these other congregations, they get to instantly be somebody. And they don't have to do no lessons. But you have over here at Great Millstone, Lions Den Camp. You have, Great Millstone. You have the brothers with the like-minded doctrine, Lions Den Camp. We all do our videos. You see what I'm saying? But when people come into this truth, they want to be an instant elder. Number one, they want to be an instant elder, and they just want to be somebody. They want to be praised. They want to be worshipped. You see what I'm saying? They want people to make blood oaths to them. You see what I'm saying? They want to be exalted in the eyes of men instead of being exalted in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai by just teaching and doing the work. Teaching what was taught, understanding their doctrine, reading, and studying to show thyself approved. You see what I'm saying? So come on, man. Verse 26, for she is the brightness of the everlasting, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh, the image of goodness. Verse 27, and being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new. And in all ages, entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of Yahweh and prophets. So right when it's all said and done with, about the wisdom, knowledge, and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shemel Shai made us friends of Yahweh and prophets. You see what I'm saying? So out of this life, we ain't gonna want nothing. Out of this life, only thing, I can sit right here and I can say right now, out of this life, it ain't nothing that I really want but to be at peace. And I understand that Yahweh Shemel Shai gonna take me through a lot of things, but, as long as I have peace on the inside, that's all that matters. You see what I'm saying? Because we're going to go through a lot of things, but Yahweh Shemel Shai, he going to put us on the same level as those things to be able to fight and be greater than the obstacles that we face. You know what I'm saying? It says, verse 28, for Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. Right. Yahweh Shemel Shai loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom, man. So it's all said and done with, you're not going to be able to understand the goodness of the Lord if you don't have wisdom. You're not going to be understanding the chastening of the Lord if you don't have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Not having wisdom, knowledge, and understanding will cause you to just go off. You know what I'm saying? And you'll feel in your spirit that you're wrong, but at the end of the day, you're not going to fix it because, pride, when it's all said and done with, man. But this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 5. It said, if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things? All right, wisdom comes before wisdom, knowledge, and understand. Wisdom comes before riches. Salakia. Wisdom cometh before riches. So if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things? All right, you have to get wisdom before you get anything. Because riches will be a possession, but it'll cause you to just, be a witch. Sell crack or sell dope or sell fentanyl to the people so you can get your bag up because you got to feed your children. You see what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shemel Shai give us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, to be able to get what we need, to be able to take care of our families, to be able to have just enough to, to get what we need, or get a few extra wants. But, that's really that. Because at the end of the day, if Jake had everything that they need on their side, man, Jake will just get prideful and they'll just use their money to, figure out shit. You see what I'm saying? Well, maybe, let me say, a woman, I got all this money. If every single person in the nation of Israel was rich, I got all this money, I want to figure myself out. Let me go see if I like women. You see what I'm saying? Let me go see if I, like whatever. You see what I'm saying? Let me go see if I like this abominable food. You see what I'm saying? They'll be trusting in riches, and riches will cause them to be, come to their detriment. Because you're going to wake up everything constantly looking and searching for something that you ain't going to never find. So by this time, you done did every wicked thing under the sun. Forget your resting place. That's why out of this life, it's best to not even want nothing, but to, ask the Lord to constantly keep His spirit on you so you won't go off, so you won't say something that can possibly anger the Lord. So you won't exalt yourself in the eyes of man and be a base, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, when it's all said and done with, man. So come, man. Right, man. The Lord loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things, man? I'm going to skip to verse 8. I'm just keep going. Verse 6. And if prudence work, who of all that are is more cunning workman than she? If a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues, and she teaches temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude. which are such things as a man can have nothing more profitable in their life, right? Because say you pray to the Lord for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and it's something that you want to know. It's something that you want to learn. You see what I'm saying? The Lord will fortify your mind to be able to learn that thing. Like electric guitar, for say. The Lord, you know what I'm saying? You see somebody with the experience to be able to play the electric guitar, and you pray to the Lord, and you know what I'm saying? And you pick it up one day, and then, you know what I'm saying? Day by day, you're getting better and better. That's the Lord fortifying your mind to be able to help you play this instrument, or whatever case may be. But you could use that for, any experience that you want to learn. Or blacksmithing, making weapons or something. Not saying that we trust in weapons or just whatever experience, but the main experience being this truth. Understanding how to break down Daniel chapter 7. All right, well, we're going to go to our elders and apostles, and the brothers, and we're going to watch their videos. So now we know what happened during the time of, Darius. We know what happened during the time of Alexander, the Roman Empire, the Caesars, go to, 2nd Esdras 11, the elders break that down. We understand how to break it down. You see what I'm saying? We understand, the 10 common markets, 10 toes. We understand everything through through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua that he had, put in us to understand, and different brothers got different forms of that wisdom because it's manifold. You see what I'm saying? It's manifold wisdom. I know brothers that know how to make weapons, make something. You know what I'm saying? Or not even a weapon. It's brothers out here that know how to build a house. It says Yahushua was the carpenter's son. In order to be a carpenter, you got to understand measurements, how to, just how to build things. And that's something that I don't know, but I be watching those people on TikTok, how they have one tool and they'll build a whole underground fortress with a passage of water just going through it, just constantly flowing. And I'm like, dang, the Lord gave them the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to do that. You see what I'm saying? Like me, my thing is beats. Like when it comes to like quints, quads, the music. So it's like I was on a band, high school and the beginning of my college years, I was on a drum line. So my whole life is based off a beat. And I don't even know how to explain it. But a beat come in my head and I see it on the paper, read it on the paper, and now it's like I walk according to a beat. You see what I'm saying? Or I can put a rudiment into everything that I do in life, or a hybrid rudiment. Like you have a basic rudiment, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can walk according to that. I can, box according to that. You know what I'm saying? I can run according to that. I don't know what. I can't explain it. But all I know is I can understand like beats. And I see like my children the same way when it comes to rhythm, equilibrium. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I can't explain it, but I wish I had more time to, just enjoy. I'm just going to skip that part. But comment, different brothers got manifold wisdom. The wisdom given from Yahweh Shem Yahshua to understand, Salaki, to understand what they understand, man. But this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4. Proverbs 4:1, it says, "Hear ye, my children, the instruction of the Father, and attend to know understanding." So, right, you have to understand and attend to the instruction of the Father, Yahweh, through the spirit and power of his Son, Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? It says, "For I give you good doctrine, forsake you not my law." So, right, the Lord have given us the doctrine, given us the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and put it in our hearts to go out there and teach. You know what I'm saying? To rebuke, exhort, build up, tear down. You know what I'm saying? Exhort, You know what I'm saying? And put that wisdom, knowledge, understanding to, that one man. Like it says, one man have I chosen out of 1,000. So 1,000 people will walk past the camp. And the Lord had chosen one that's going to stand right there and listen. He said he gave us the good doctrine, but got a lot of people out there that want to switch up the doctrine. Been in the truth 4 or 5 years, want to switch up the doctrine and you know what I'm saying? And get praises of man, basically. It says, verse 3, for I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words, keep my understanding, and live. So right, when it's all said and done, with our heart attends to the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, retains the word, he keeps the word. You see what I'm saying? So wake up and pray, Lord, please never let the truth leave from me, never take the truth from me, and always keep me on the right path. Like the scripture say, you made all paths plain unto me. You know what I'm saying? It says, verse 5, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. So right, when it's all said and done, we're going to get wisdom and forget it not. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm old, I'm not going to go off and say, well, she lived with the man, but they don't be doing nothing. She lived with the man and she said they ain't together, so I can, you know what I'm saying? Well, now I can eat a little bit of pork. I've been living this, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same. It's going to be the same, man. We're not going to forget the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's going to cause us to, get killed out here, or to be sick out here, or to be extremely overweight out here. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to forget it, man. We're just going to stay on that path, get that wisdom, and forget it not. When it's all said and done with, it says, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So, right, we're going to constantly store up wisdom and knowledge and understanding in our mind. You see what I'm saying? I remember I was just a jit. I was a child. I was making up all these things that I wanted to do in life. I said, I want to do this and I want to do that. And I said, before I die, I'm going to read the whole Bible one time, And everything else that I wanted to do, I never got to do. You see what I'm saying? But the Lord making sure that I'm going to read, constantly read the whole Bible. And not just read the whole Bible. You know how the book of Eli was. He understood the whole Bible to where he ain't even need the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, I got a really good memory. Like, I remember telling somebody I'm 2 years old. Back when I was 2 years old, I was like, I'm 2. And I remember that. So it's like, every song that I hear and I like, I can remember that song word for word. But in the time of Jacob's trouble, I want to be able to remember every scripture that I know, word for word, where to find it, how to get to it, how to flip to it real quick. You see what I'm saying? I want to be able to replace all that music that I know with these scriptures, with this new song. You see what I'm saying? I feel like the Lord gave me that memory because I remember everything. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll say it's a blessing, it's a curse, because I remember some lame shit I did. I'm like, damn, I did some lame shit 14 years ago. I'm like, damn, as soon as it comes to my mouth, Lord, please forgive me for that lame ass shit I did. Please, Lord, please, Lord, please. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to remember it no more, Lord. You know what I'm saying? 14 years ago, I said that, man. I'm like, man, that's some lame ass shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some lame shit. Father, please forgive me. And I know he remember it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, dang. But God, man, it'd be something 20 years ago I done said something. Did something. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside playing. I remember I'm outside playing. There's a whole bunch of children outside. It's a stray dog out there playing with us. He just walking around. He just walking around. I don't know what I was doing to make the Lord angry. He just walking around playing with everybody. A stray dog came up, bit me right on my ass. I say, damn, what I'm saying, why I do? You know what I'm saying? I was like, I had to do something for the Lord. I was doing something. I was saying something for the dog to come up and bite me like that. And there's a whole bunch of children like that. There's a whole bunch of children out there, man. It's probably like 17 children out there. We all playing in front of our house because we lived in Washington Heights at the time. A stray dog came right to me, bit me. I said, you know what I'm saying? God, man, it just get to a point to where I remember things like this. And I'm thinking I'm look back like, what happened that made the Lord choose me? you know what I'm saying, to constantly go through the things that I was going through. You know what I'm saying? Or the chastening, the chastening that I received throughout my life. I see people, they get away to a certain extent. You don't never really get away. You don't get the protection that we get for having the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's why you gotta retain the wisdom that you get. The wisdom that you get, you gotta retain it. You know what I'm saying? To keep it so where now I'm in my old age. Lord willing, we ain't here by then. Now I'm in my old age, and I'm still inclining to those same words. I'm still standing on that same principle that I was standing on, way back in these days. You see what I'm saying? So man, let's see. Finish with that. It was supposed to be a spiritual hydration, but I kept just adding scriptures on it. This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 5. Verse 1. Is it verse 1? Verse 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that give it to all men liberally, and upbraid it not, and it shall be given to him. So when you constantly pray for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the Lord going to give you wisdom, knowledge, understanding. So now when something happened, you're going to know why it happened, or, to a certain extent, on what you did to make the Lord do this to you, or what you did to make the Lord bless you like this, or what can you do to keep the Lord, keep that belt away. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done with, how can we constantly please the Father, so we can stay out the way of that sword. You see what I'm saying? We constantly pray for wisdom. It says, but if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that give it to all men liberally, and upbraid it not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, not wavering, for he that wavereth is like the wave of a sea, driven with the wind and tossed. All right, that's how some people is, man. They be wavering and asking, but their heart don't be really there. You see what I'm saying? So they be tossed to and fro from Esau being Japhet, and Japhet being Esau, to you know what I'm saying? Can we do this and that? Well, the laws mean that the Lord came for me to do whatever I want to do. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. Hebrew Israelite TS sex. You see what I'm saying? Hebrew Israelite transformer sex pages. Well, God died. Yahweh shall die. So I can, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be too many. It's too many doctrines out there, man. It's too much. It's too much going on because people don't like the rebuke that they get. They don't like the words that come out of the elders and apostles' mouth. So they go and do their own thing, and then they lose the spirit. Next thing you know, you have somebody thinking that they whoever in the scriptures, instead of just trying to be who the Lord called them to be right now, and then let him know who he is, when that time comes. You see what I'm saying? Verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable. Salakia. Verse 7, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. So you're not going to receive the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to receive it because you're not going to retain it in the end. If he give it to you, it might be too much for you. You see what I'm saying? Verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, right? And so that's what it is, man. Double-minded man being unstable in all his ways. This is going to be our last precept. Second Corinthians chapter 4, verse 1. It says, therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, right? Going back to that wisdom of Solomon, that that manifold, the Lord understand all the things that we doing good, how we make a sacrifice for him. It could be from the smallest to the greatest sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? From a man that have a problem with smoking cigarettes, and he finally put the cigarette down, that might be a giant sacrifice to him because he's trying his best. To a man that, abstaining from dealing with women, that's a big sacrifice because we men at the end of the day. Shit, we men and we love women. You see what I'm saying? From a man just saying that he just gonna constantly just teach, and that's it. You know, he don't like the elder apostles. I see them doing lessons every single day, sometimes 2, 3 lessons a day. And I tell myself, I don't know how I go. You know, I just be speaking as a man. I tell myself, but the Lord gonna pay them every day in the kingdom. I probably did 2 lessons this week, so I might only get paid twice a week in the kingdom, which it still ain't gonna matter because we're gonna be rich and we ain't have to, pay no rent. But like, man, they probably gonna get paid when them ships at Tarshish waiting. They gonna be getting paid 2, 3 times a day. You know, when the Lord distribute everything. You see what I'm saying? I forgot where I was at. It says, kind of manifold. So the Lord understand, the sacrifices we making and the craftiness. You know, because Esau, he'll have a trillion ways to be crafty. You see what I'm saying? It says, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of Yahweh deceitfully. All right, like these camps, Sakari, out there with guys and teaching in front of churches. And, the only reason why you're teaching in front of the church because hopefully you can get these people to walk in the ways of being an Israelite so they could buy your Hebrew Israelite attire so they can pay that $15 for a Hebrew name. You see what I'm saying? Your goal don't be getting people to turn to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It be to get some more money. To where you'll try to cancel out all Paul's writings until you want to get a woman in order. When you want to get a woman in order, then you bring out Paul's writing. You see what I'm saying? It says, but by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of Yahweh. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. So right. So that's why people get up and they lack wisdom, they leak oil, and they turn from the truth, they get the doctrine, they fall out and end up getting killed. Verse 4, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. So right, the Lord don't want it to shine on them. So he gave that nigga that they worship, Satan, he gave him a specific job to make sure that he deceive all these people that he don't want. And that's his job. And that's why when you go to the church, people say, Satan is fighting against God. He doing his job and he deceiving you to think that. You see what I'm saying? He doing whatever the Lord tell him to do. Like the scripture say, the Lord control the right hand. Lord control the right hand and the left hand. Ain't no angels in heaven rebelling against the Lord. You see what I'm saying? But Esau teach you the angels just rebelled against God. It ain't happened. It was a war in heaven. No, the war in heaven, you see it now. These devils building a space force. What it says, the dragon and his angels fought against Michael and his angels. You got these devils building this space force, and you got what? Elon Musk, SpaceX Dragon. So they trying to prepare to fight against the Lord at his returning. That's why they building the space force, and they call it the SpaceX Dragon. That's the dragon. That's the war in heaven. When the Lord return and put down that belt, you see what I'm saying, and put everything back in its order. It says, verse 4, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. So right, that's Romans 11. The Lord don't want to shine his light on them because what? They spit at Yahushua. They threw a rock at Yahushua. They was talking that mess when Yahushua walked this earth. They didn't believe. They said they was an unlearned man. They said he was crazy. They said, you just carpenter's son. You ain't nobody. Like, ain't your daddy among us? Ain't you the carpenter's son? That's what they were saying to Yahushua the whole time. He the king of the galaxy. And the elect believed on him. You see what I'm saying? The ones that were chosen from the foundation of the earth, they believed on him and they believe on him to this day. So now we ain't going, all right, man. Now we ain't going, all right, it's all good. I'm old. Let's celebrate Christmas. We can celebrate Christmas. You know what I'm saying? That means you done leaked all the oil out. You done lost. You ain't retained the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Lord gave you. So now you're gonna worship a false god. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord don't want this light to shine on them. That's why they can't get it. That's why they run to Esau for help. That's why they gonna die out here when all hell break loose. When 500 million, 700 million people going batshit crazy in America at one time. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be caught up out here. They're gonna be caught up out here, and they ain't gonna have no covering, no wisdom, no knowledge, no understanding. And they're going to be looking for a person like you, a brother that's listening to this video, a brother with a wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. They're gonna wanna be around you. They're gonna wanna follow you around. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna wanna be your best friend. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna sit next to you. They're gonna be all that because you have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, not because of ourselves, man. But man, I pray this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash Ma'amaf. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Double honor to my elder as well, Ahar1 bin Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutation to the 144,000 hopeful elect pushing the truth across the four winds, and to the 1/3 remnant believers on Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Shalom, shalom. DTA Abad Babal.